Hello! Are you looking to upgrade your phone with your tax refund? I just upgraded to the Note 8. So today I have 10 reasons why I chose the Note 8 over the iPhone X. What's up, handsome people? If you're like me and you have a limited income but love expensive gadgets, you've come to the right place. On this channel, we focus on getting the best gadgets for the lowest amount of cash. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And hey, don't be shy. Feel free to check out the notes in the description below. So let's get into it. I will be carrying the two through my mobile company, T-Mobile. There might be some differences between the companies, like the down payment and the monthly payment, but these phones are the same price no matter which carrier you go through. So the first thing we need to talk about is the price. At the time of this recording, the iPhone X is selling for $1,000 outright, or $279 and $30 a month for 24 months. The iPhone X has a 4 out of 5 stars on the T-Mobile website, and it's the best phone Apple has to offer as of right now. Comparatively speaking, the Note 8 is selling for $950 outright, or $230 today and $30 a month for 24 months. The Note 8 has a 4.5 out of 5 stars on the T-Mobile website. The Note is outright less expensive and about $50 less to put down on a payment plan. The next thing we're going to talk about is the screen. The iPhone has a 5.8-inch Super Retina HD display made by Samsung with 458 pixels per inch. The colors are rich and vibrant. It's almost full screen except for that little notch at the top. The Note, on the other hand, has a 6.3-inch Quad HD Infinity display with 521 pixels per square inch. The Infinity display is in regards to the curves on the side of the phone itself. Samsung is known for the screen technology, not only for the TVs but also their cell phones as well. It's bright, it's crisp, it's colorful, and the Infinity display adds an element to the screen that other manufacturers just cannot measure up to. So if you're wondering how much each square inch of real estate costs, I'll break it down for you. On the iPhone, it's about $172 per inch. On my Note, it's about $150 per inch. Interesting, isn't it? Well, let's carry on. So both devices come stock with 64 gigabytes of onboard storage. But if you would like to make the iPhone X a 256 gigabyte iPhone, you would need to pay an additional $150 and you're set. You'll never be able to add more storage because there's no expandable memory in the iPhone X. Samsung makes it a lot easier. As a matter of fact, to add storage, you just need to buy a micro SD card. This pops out and you insert your micro SD card that can hold up to 256 additional gigabytes of storage. These SD cards, they range from about $45 to about $125. But manufacturers are always having great deals on the SD cards. So you can get more storage with less money. Crazy, huh? So with the iPhone X, Apple came out with their revolutionary technology that they're calling Face ID. So if you're not thrilled with that little notch at the top, then you could thank Face ID for being there. So basically what Face ID does is it shoots some infrared dots that map your face, and based upon the algorithm, your device knows that it's you and it unlocks the phone. And if it does not recognize you within 3 times, it'll default to a PIN password to unlock the phone. Samsung has taken a different approach. First, we have the fingerprint sensor, which is located on the back right next to the dual lenses. It's not the best placement for it, but it does the job. Next, we have the iris scanner. What I love about it is it works in daylight, it works at nighttime. Heck, it even works with sunglasses on. So the way I have mine set up is that the iris scanner cannot read your irises, then I have a pattern going right here. And it unlocks the phone. The pattern or pin is probably going to be the most secure way, but it's not as cool or convenient as other ways to unlock your phone. This just goes to show that Samsung is all about options while Apple is all about limits. The next one we're going to talk about is mobile payments. So for the iPhone X, we have what's called Apple Pay. And Apple Pay uses an NFC or near field communication technology with their mobile payment. The problem though is it only works in places that have the Apple Pay logo or the NFC logo. Samsung Pay utilizes a different technology. Although Samsung Pay can utilize NFC, it also has MST, or Magnetic Secure Transmission. There's a MST chip in the back of the phone, and it sends a magnetic signal from the note to the payment terminal, mimicking the swipe of your card. The benefit to Samsung using MST technology is that older payment terminals do not need to be upgraded in order to receive payment. I have been using Samsung Pay for several years and it works 99% of the time. Let me demonstrate how it works. So at the very bottom, you just swipe your card up, you see which card you want to pay with. You can use your PIN, you can use your iris, or your fingerprint in order to pay for services. The cool thing about it is I love proving people wrong when they say that they don't accept my form of payment. The next reason is going to be the camera. Now the iPhone has a 7 megapixel front-facing camera with a dual megapixel rear-facing camera with an aperture of 1.8 and 2.4. It has 2 times optical zoom and dual image stabilization. It can record up to 4K 60 frames per second. It has portrait mode, which blurs the background, and live photo, which takes a picture about a second before and a second after the actual shot in order to allow for a short GIF-like effect to your photo. The Note 8 has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera and dual 12 megapixel rear-facing camera with an aperture of 1.7 and 2.4. There we have both camera lenses. We have our flash, our heart rate monitor. It also has 2 times optical zoom and dual image stabilization. It can record up to 4K 30 frames per second. It has this feature called live focus. What live focus does is very similar to what the iPhone does in portrait mode. It blurs the background to make the subject pop from the picture. The cool thing about live focus is I can make adjustments in real time, but I can also make adjustments after the photo is shot. We also have Bixby vision. Basically, I just point the camera at a device and click. So Bixby does know the Atlanta Braves logo, but it cannot tell that it's a controller. So it does need a lot of work, but when it works, it's pretty cool. Here are some pretty awesome photos that I've taken with the Note.
Hey, check it. Hey, check it. Put the place up.
Okay, number 7. Let's talk about the headphone jack. You see, Apple has completely made up your mind for you. To make the iPhone X slimmer, they actually killed the headphone jack. Rest in peace. Now it does come with an adapter that you have to plug into the lightning port. So you can plug in your cheap wired headphones that come standard with all iPhones. This is not the case with Samsung. So Samsung, being Samsung, decided to include a pair of $100 earbuds that were tuned by AKG, a company that's been a leader in the audiophile game for over 70 years. Of course, these earbuds come with small, medium, and large ear tips to get the perfect fit inside of your ear. And unlike the iPhone, let me just show you. There's no adapter needed. You just get your wireless earbuds and plug them in. The next reason why the Note 8 is better is because of the charging aspect. Now the iPhone has tried to play catch up with Samsung for quite some time, and this is no different with the charging abilities of the iPhone. Because of the glass back, wireless charging is an option for the iPhone, but you will always get a faster charge from utilizing the lightning port and the charging brick that comes with the phone. On average, the iPhone X will charge from 0 to 100% in about 3 hours wired, and a little over 4 hours for wireless. The iPhone X also does allow for fast charging. But if you wanted that, you would have to pay an additional $49 for the power brick and $25 for the USB-C adapter. To me, that's ridiculous. Now, fast charging is a big deal for iPhone users because I always hear my friends and family looking for a place to keep their phones juiced up. Their phones are dying. Midway through the day, dying. It's pathetic. So with the included power brick that Samsung provides you with the Note 8, it is adaptive fast charging. It's not an additional cost. It's not an additional fee. It comes with the device. And with this charger, you can get your phone juiced up from 0 to 100% in about an hour and 45 minutes. There's no adapters needed because the Note 8, guess what? Has a USB Type-C charging port. And although USB Type-C hasn't been fully adopted by every manufacturer, it's definitely a step up from micro USB because it's reversible. So here's the cable to charge the device. Plug it in this way, it's charged. Plug it in this way, it's charged. Either way, it doesn't matter. Awesome. Here's my Samsung Fast Charge wireless charger. To get it charged, I just have to drop it on here. And if it was plugged in, it would start charging right away. Let's talk about multitasking. The iPhone X has 3 GB of RAM, which is enough for most, but the power hungry need more. There's no stylus, and there's no business applications. The Note, oh the Note. The Note has 6
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
gigabytes of RAM. Twice double the RAM of the iPhone. This thing is a multitasker powerhouse. And one of the features that I enjoy is the ability to open 2 apps at the same time and split the screen. Here, let me show you. So if I go to my Edge display, swipe across. Normally I like to take notes when I'm at church. So I have the Bible app and I have the OneNote app. Click on that. So depending on how you have it set up, you have your Bible app and you have your Note app at the bottom. Pretty cool. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been on a phone call or a meeting that you've had the hardest time trying to find a pen to jot down someone's number or information?
Yes, sir!
No longer is that an issue because you have the S Pen. Now the S Pen has the ability to take notes, has the ability to screen write and live messages. Let's just say you're in a meeting and you need to jot down some notes. You grab your Note 8, you take out your S Pen, and you start writing it down. You got it there? It's saved. Save it in notes. It's there. So let's do screen write. Click on that. Takes a screenshot of the device, and you could just write, color, do what you want. You can erase it. You can undo, go back. Whatever you need to jot down, you got it there. You could do what's called a live message. You could draw whatever. And you could send it to your recipient via text, email. It'll send it as an animated GIF. So reason number 10, I would like you, the handsome nation, to leave a comment below and give me the 10th reason why you think the Note 8 is better than the iPhone X. You know, I actually think that the reason why they call it the iPhone X is because you should cross it out from considering to purchase it. So if you're ready to buy or would like more information on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, please click in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you're in the loop for all things handsome gadgets. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video and a thumbs down if you didn't care for it. Follow me on all major social media platforms at Handsome Gadgets. Thank you and have a good one.